it becomes the character of the nature of a person, because of which the behavior of a person can be changing from time to time and can be seen by others surrounding us, and also we ourselves can feel and visualize or witness the behavioral change in our personality. Finally, we are aware of the external physical change through our sense organs, and internal physical body changes through the modern and advanced scientific biomedical instruments. In the same way, our own behavioral changes, emotions, character and nature can be observed by us, provided we are aware, provided we are consciously aware from the conscious mind. So, awareness of change of our individual, of an individual, or of our individual self, by yourself, by myself, or by individual by himself, is a first step. If we can be aware of this change by ourselves, then surely we will accept these changes. Because we are helpless, we cannot avoid the change, the physical, the natural changes. Just like the old age, nobody can avoid. From the childhood to the boyhood, you cannot avoid. From boyhood to the youth, you cannot avoid. From the youth to the marital status or married individual, generally we cannot avoid, unless otherwise we don't want to get married. But still, as the age goes on, as the time passes by, the physical body undergoes change. With whatever cosmetics and the cosmetic surgeries do, there is a limitation to that. So, it is bound to undergo change with the time. Once we do, then awareness of change with the individual, that's the awareness of change of the individual with the individual being there, we can extend this technique of awareness to the close family members like parents, wives, children, friends and colleagues. The important aspect is, I know that I am changing physically, mentally, intellectually, and by character, and by my behavior, or by my emotions. I am accepting. The moment I am accepting myself, this particular change in all these aspects, naturally I have to accept that the same phenomenon of the change will occur, and it will definitely positive in nature for other individuals also to happen. The change will happen for others also. So far, every individual thinks that he is authorized, or he is entitled, or he is having the power, or he is having the authority to accept only his changes, but he doesn't like other than him to undergo the changes if it is not liked by him. This is not fair. Not only the living human beings undergo change, but we have seen and we are observing in our day-to-day life that all the living beings in this universe, like plants, animals, animate as well as inanimate entities, also undergo change. Even we have seen in the latest report that the sea oceans are shifting. The earth strata is changing. The earth diameter is changing. The crest of the earth is undergoing change. The environment in the space is changing. The air is changing. The different spheres like ionosphere, troposphere, all these spheres above the earth is changing. And also down below the earth, within the core of the crest of the earth is also undergoing change. So there is a change which we are observing, and it is also being proved and demonstrated scientifically by the scientists. So, as we go on extend this to the planet, sun, moon, stars, ocean, sky, etc. So the whole universe is going on change. That is why the first sloka of the Sanskrit, the definition of the word Jagadh, Jayate Gacchati iti Jagadh. The one which undergoes change or which goes on continuously and continually changing is the world. That's the definition of the word. So we can observe or consciously aware of the change, and we start gradually accept these changes with total knowledge and logic and proof and reality, and of course by awareness, and not by helplessness, or we are not very dull and we are not forced to accept it. We are accepting after the analysis, after the observation, after seeing, after understanding, or after analyzing. It is the logical, natural phenomenon of awareness to accept the change. It is not somebody is forcing on us to accept the change. If somebody or something is forcing on us to change, accept the change, then it will not stay for a longer time. It will be temporary. Because it is happening at every moment, every minute, every hour, every day, every week or every month or every year. Throughout our life, the change is happening. So there is no need for any individual to never ever force the change on an individual in their conscious mind or in my conscious mind or in your conscious mind with crying or with rejection or with weakness or with frustration or with helplessness. It's a wonderful phenomenon if we really try to accept it with an open mind and with open heart and with an open arm. Yes, change is the real nature of this creation. Accept the change with a courage and with pleasant invitation and willingness. Then it will be a wonderful experience to accept and enjoy the beauty of the change. So the one thing we can say that is constant is the constancy of the change. is the constancy of the change. Another beauty thing is, if we go even into the mathematical aspect or the scientific aspect with a micro insight, at this moment only change happens. Change happens only in the present. At this moment, at this time, at this juncture, at this moment it happens. So what does it mean? Compared to this moment, with respect to the previous moment, there is a change. So the change happens only in the present. With respect to past, the change is going to happen in the future with respect to present. So the future at that moment will be the present, and the present of this moment in the future will be the past. So there is a change. Also we should know that change process is not a linear one. It's not simply directly proportional to the time or to the factors or to the parameters or to the elements. So it appears to be linear, but it need not be linear, and so change process was not a linear process. Because there is no simple cause and effect to explain how and why and when and where and in which way the change happens with respect to people or with respect to relationships, with respect to all the elements in the universe, animate and inanimate, human or inhuman, whatever it is. So, what we together should understand, what we together should try to be aware of this particular phenomenon of change, of the concept of change, which is certain, which is sure, which is definite to occur in every individual's life, in the universe, in the whole world it is happening. The moment we understand this phenomenon of change with positive acceptance, because it's reality, then it is easy for us to perform, to live and to conduct and to play our role in the life. The key behind that is to accept the aspect of change, which is natural and it is certain and it is bound to happen. Such a pity or the paradoxical aspect of human being, including me and you and all this world, is many times he doesn't want to accept most of the time, and he doesn't want to practice this awareness. No man under the heaven knows them or practices them. Of course, there are exemptions for all these things. There are great prophets, there are great scientists, there are great saints, there are great avatara Purushas in all religions, like Jesus, like Krishna, like Rama, like Buddha, and Muhammad Prophet, and Varthaman Mahavira, and Guru Nanak, and so on and so forth. The great scientists like Shankaracharya, saints like Shankaracharya. So the basic process, the basic nature of the process of the change has to be accepted happily, willingly, without any grumbling, without any frustration, without any negativity, then the whole life will be beautiful. Stand before the change, stand before it, and that if we are going on back and back and back and back and back, try to analyze, we will come to the place where we cannot see the beginning. So, the change is happening from the time immemorial. There is no beginning and there will not be any end. Maybe our lives will have the beginning and our lives will have the end as an individual, myself and yourself, the speaker, the reader, the writer and the listener. There may be a beginning and the end. The time frame, the time element, the definitive time period will be there. The limits of the time will be there. But if we consider the whole universe, whether we are there, whether I am living or not living, whether you are living or not living, all these changes do happen. And it is happening from the time immemorial, from the beginningless of the time and the endlessness of the time. So in Sanskrit, beautiful equivalent word is Anadi, there is no beginning, Anantha, there is no end. It is beyond the time frame, this change is happening, this process is happening from time immemorial, and it is going to continue till the endlessness of the time, if we want to put it, but that word. So we cannot follow it, and because we cannot